Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, the mid part of November and lots of things going on. People are getting ready for the holidays. We've got some guests to talk about that coming up. But our first guest of this show is a friend by the name of Jennifer McDonald, who's the executive director of Spero Pregnancy Center up in Port Huron. So you do wonderful work.
Thank you.
And it's been too long since you've been with us. So you were with us a couple of years ago when we were still in our old studio. And then
I love the new studio.
Oh, thank you. And then COVID hit and everything sort of got set aside. But talk to me, bring me up to date.
Well,
what's going on?
We've been open the entire time and serving hundreds of women and men with the free services that we offer in St. Clair County. Those pregnant moms and dads and needing some parenting help until those babies are 2 years old. So our services are very similar to what we've always done, but we did add virtual classes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you had to probably.
Yes, we did, and they're very popular. We have a waiting list right now for our prenatal virtual class. Our parenting class is also available virtually, and there's not a waiting list currently. We're able to serve everyone that is needing that. And we also still have on-site classes, although they are much smaller. We are offering an incentive, though, to be on-site, because we know that there's benefit in community, face-to-face.
Right.
We really need that interaction on a personal level for our emotional health, and so we want to get our moms and dads back into the center. So
the center, how long has it been around? 10 years?
36 years.
36 years.
36 years.
I'm familiar with it when it moved in Port Huron in the old Armbruster's restaurant, but before that it was active too.
That's our 5th location. The old Armbruster's is our 5th location. And I've been with the center for 17 years. I can't believe how time has flown with that.
Must have joined them right after high school.
Yes, it's a great school. And Armbruster's, oh my goodness, it's a great location, very visible.
Yes.
And we have a billboard right on our building.
Yeah.
And so we're grateful to be there.
Okay, there's so much conversation in the news about pregnancy and not pregnancy and abortion and not abortion, et cetera, et cetera. So you serve as an agency to just sort of review everything for people.
We call ourselves a life-affirming pregnancy help center, and we're a medical clinic, and our services are free, our pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and then if a parent decides to carry, which we encourage as a healthy option, we help them decide between parenting or adoption.
And adoption's wonderful.
Adoption, a lot of people have misinformation, old information about adoption. It's great for the mom, birth mom. It's great for the baby. And it's much different than even 20 years ago. So we love that. And then we have prenatal and parenting education and baby supplies for moms and dads till the baby's 2. And we work with our community agencies to help make sure that we're taking advantage of our very generous community, not in a negative way, just there are services available and we should utilize those to help be good parents and be good citizens.
Yep. And you've grown over the years, but you always need support, and that's one of the reasons we got you here today is you've got an open house coming up?
We do. We're funded only by donation, and we depend a lot on volunteers. So we just completed a volunteer training class, which we offer a couple times. But yes, we have an open house. We only offer an open house a couple of times a year because it's a medical clinic, so we want to protect our clients' privacy.
Right.
And so, yes, our open house is on Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I tease a little bit because we have Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Shop Local Saturday, Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday when you have no money left over. But that's when we're having our open house.
So before you start spending all that money, try and remember the Spero Yeah, pregnancy center.
Well, and even if you spend all your money, come and see us anyways. You know, you never know what services you'll want. And it's not just for teenagers. I just was talking to somebody today, and a lot of our clients are over 30.
Okay.
My oldest pregnant client was 48.
Oh my God.
And so we do have a number of women that find themselves pregnant unexpectedly and kind of makes their head spin, and they need someone to talk to, and we're the experts at that.
Okay. Alrighty, so let's get the date again. It's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
November 30th.
Okay.
In the afternoon, 4 to 7.
And the address is on
Griswold.
1211
Griswold, yep. Check out our website. It's bluewaterbabies.org. And we've done some updates to the pregnancy center. So inside and outside, the center has gone through some updates physically. And so we want to show it off. And you'll meet our great staff.
Right.
I've got amazing nurses, amazing volunteers that have been really dedicated.
An amazing director.
Well,
you love what you do.
I do love what I do.
You can see that.
Yeah,
For the
I do.
17 years, you haven't changed. So. Her name is Jennifer McDonald, and she's the executive director of the Spero Pregnancy Center in Port Huron, and that is your invitation to come to their open house. As I said, we've got lots of information about events coming up for the rest of November and the beginning of December, and so stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And coming up is a friend of ours who's got a real big announcement to make, and that is Mr. Aaron Smith about a new member of the family, the Smith family.
That's correct, sir.
What is that?
Dolly Mae Smith.
Dolly Mae Smith
She
made it?
Made her debut on October 29th.
I'm very happy for you and your bride.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Big sister's not real thrilled yet.
Oh, you've got to, yeah, that's right, that happened.
2.5-year-old, she's used to being the center of everything, and it's a little different now. So we're working through that at home, but it's fun. Makes life fun.
Well, there's one advantage of being the managing director of Riverbank Theater is that you can leave and leave that battle going on between the kids.
Yeah.
For an hour or two.
I can go to rehearsal and then come home and then they're all asleep.
Oh, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, they're all asleep, see.
Aaron Smith, you are the managing director of a wonderful place called Riverbank Theater and the Snug Theater in Marine City, and soon to be in St. Clair, Michigan, in a new theater.
That's right.
Maybe next year sometime early.
That's right.
But before all that happens, you still got the doors open. What's going on?
Yes, we do. We're opening the Christmas Schooner.
Christmas Schooner.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's based on the Christmas tree ships that used to come from the Upper Peninsula, Manistee area, and they'd come down Lake Michigan to Chicago.
Okay.
And they'd bring trees from up north to the German immigrants in Chicago, and because there weren't enough trees there for everybody there. So, and it's based on a true story our story is fictionalized some, but it is based on several real people.
You're using
and
plastic trees.
Well, you have to come see it. I don't know if we're using plastic or real. You'll have to find out. It could be a surprise.
So,
but it's a beautiful musical.
Oh, okay.
It's a musical. It's got we have 18 people in the cast, and they're working very hard to put on a good show. It opens November 19th and runs through December 19th.
You've had great successes over the years with reviews, with Christmas pageants also. So this is a tough act to follow. You got you got to have a good quality product.
We do, and this show it's unusual in the fact it's not well known. So, but we encourage everybody to come see it. It is very entertaining, fun for the whole family. It is. There are some very comedic moments. There's a lot of beautiful music and some very heartfelt moments as well. So you'll still hear the Christmas carols, the traditional kind of Christmas carols, and they're sung beautifully. The cast is just very, very talented in the vocal department specifically, but.
You are the managing music director too? I'm
not the music director. My mother-in-law, Colleen Everett, is music directing this show, and she's playing live piano for the show. And I'm the stage director. So, and our choreographer is Carrie Musling, who, if you saw any of our nonsense shows, she played Sister Amnesia. And she's not like that in real life at all. She's very, very smart and with it. So she's also in the Christmas Schooner as well.
Christmas schooner, you said it starts the
19th of November and runs through December 19th.
And how do I get tickets? What kind of tickets are available?
You can go to riverbanktheater.com or you can call the box office, 810-278-1749, and leave a message because I might not get to the phone quick enough. But
Okay, that's
leave
all
a
right.
message, we'll call you back.
Okay. And the auditorium is about 200 seats.
Yes.
And they're going quick.
They are going quick. A lot of our Sunday shows are already pretty close to being sold out.
I'm going.
You're going on a Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So you're good. You got your tickets.
Yep.
We have Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights at 7:30, and Sundays at 3. Those seats are a little more limited.
Okay.
But yeah. And if you have any outstanding tickets from 2020 that you
Oh.
weren't able to use, please give us a call and you can exchange those for the Christmas show.
Wow.
Eventually we'll reach some kind of a cutoff date for that.
Yeah.
You won't be able to redeem them anymore, but you can call us right now and you can come see a show. If you have
Wonderful.
anything out there, any gift certificates, give us a call. Sometimes the codes don't work if you try to put it in online, if you try to purchase and it doesn't go through, but you can call us and we'll honor it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Riverbank Theater doing great things in the community and going to be doing even better things coming 2022.
That's
So
correct.
we're glad you're
Yes.
around and glad to support.
Thank you. We're working on our 2022 season right now. We've got some really big titles lined up. We're still doing a little shuffling around of the schedule, but once we have that, we'll be announcing that very, very soon, and you can
Okay.
get season tickets.
Okay, very good. We'll do
Okay.
that. All right, he is the new father there. We've got to let him go. He's got to go change some diapers or something.
That's right.
Important like that.
All the time.
Aaron Smith's the man's name. Riverbank Theater. Get your tickets for the schooner. It's going to be great. We're back with George Bukowski and guests to talk about the Marine City Santa Parade and also what the old Newsboys are doing. We'll do that in a second. Well, it's almost Christmas time, and we've got some exciting news about Marine City and what's going on there, and we want to tell you all about it. We got two special guests, one returning, one new. Andrea Zink. Did I pronounce it right?
Shink.
Shink?
Think shink.
Think Shink. That's it. Think Shink. Andrea Shink. And George Bukowski. That name took me about 12 years to learn how to pronounce. Welcome back, George. Good
Hi,
to see you.
Paul.
Andrea, welcome. You are an amazing young woman.
Well, thank you.
You took on a responsibility that nobody else wanted. George and I were talking about it before the show, and that is you decided that nobody was going to have the responsibility of putting on the Marine City Lighted Santa Parade. You would. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.
Talk to me about it.
Well, I shot my mouth off and said, well, how hard can it be? You don't
It
have
can
to.
be hard.
You don't have to build the floats. You just have to organize. You already have the date, the time,
Yep.
the route. People are used to doing this. So why not? If they need help, okay, let's help. What do I need? And so it was a bit of a surprise because I had heard from a number of organizations I'm involved with, oh, the parade's a go, the parade's the 23rd, this is happening and this is happening. And then it was a Friday night and very close to close of business. And, oh, nope, it's canceled. What? What do you mean it's canceled? So there was a big uproar on Facebook, and then there's emails and messages, oh, it's canceled, it's canceled. Well, why? So I started asking some friends, well, what do you know? Well, who do you talk to? Well, how does this get done? And that led me to Stacy Bellis, and I left a phone call with Chamber, and they said, oh, don't worry if she doesn't call you back for a few days. The next morning she called, and Chamber of Commerce and Rotary had been planning this traditionally, this event. And they're just not able to anymore, which is fine.
Mhm,
That happens.
That happens.
It's okay. And so we had a beautiful conversation, and she was very supportive. And I reached out to Rotary, and Wynn Atkins was very supportive. And it took a little time, but it's like, all right, we can do this. We can get a permit together. We can get all this together. The insurance, that's the sticking point. So we tried through one group, we reached out to the old Newsboys, and then had a plan C. What if this doesn't happen? What if we can't get it in time? Okay, plan C, we'll just take out the insurance policy. Margaret Path at EFS Insurance, it's new in town in Marine City, she wrote up everything. We got it into the board. They added it to the consent agenda. Everyone consented. And just like that, we had a parade. And
Wonderful.
yeah.
Let's remind the people what the date is and the time and what the route is.
Yes. So the date is November 23rd. It is a Tuesday. It's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The parade begins at 7 p.m. and we start at Holy Cross. We go down Water Street, turn on to Broadway, and we end at Heritage Square, which is Old City Hall. There we'll have Santa Claus will come down. He'll be the last float of the parade.
Right.
And we'll speak to him for a moment. He'll light the tree and then be available to any of the children or grown children who would like to tell them their Christmas wishes and get a photo.
So it's pretty much traditional,
Very traditional.
St. Clair or Marine City lighted Santa parade down Main Street to the old City Hall, and Santa takes over after that. So
Yeah.
it should be good.
We did have a name change since it's a different entity, so it's the Marine City Holly Jolly Christmas Parade.
Okay.
But it's the same,
Yeah.
the same thing. You
Yeah.
just
It's
arose
a
by
parade.
any other
Santa
name.
parade.
Yeah,
How many names can you put on it?
doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't
all
matter.
the same
Okay.
thing, right?
All right. So how can we help? How can people help you?
Also hot chocolate.
Also, yes, we will have hot chocolate and cookies there. We'll take donations. Of course, this is a new add-on. Now we partnered with we're together with the old Newsboys, but it's not something that they've planned on or collected
Okay.
funds for. We had Winnackets at Real Estate One Westrick gave a very generous donation. We have another private resident who was right there when we needed her giving a generous donation, which was
Okay.
very nice.
If I am a unit or a group, how do I get a hold of you to become involved in the parade? What's the deadline to join the parade? 6 o'clock on the 23rd?
6 o'clock on the 23rd, right?
Show up with a float.
It's Christmas.
Or we can wait till
Everyone-
6:45.
Everyone is welcome at Christmas. You
Okay.
can't exclude,
Okay.
you know? So just message me through Facebook is probably a really easy way to get together. Just find me, Andrea Schenk, and go about it that way.
Okay, all right.
Um,
We'll get back to you. George, you have been here many years in a
times.
row.
Except
Talk-
last year.
Well, last year, you throw that
Yeah.
COVID, because of COVID, but talk to me about where Old Newsboys is now that you had the year off. What's changed, what's new?
Well, what happened was last year was a mess.
Yes.
And
No kidding.
we couldn't do our usual things like make boxes, go shopping, collect things, and it was bad. So we talked to the Port Huron Old Newsboys. They have a website that's set up, and we said, well, if you could kind of narrow it down to whoever sends in the application that's in our fire district, our Marine City Fire District, we will take care of them. So that's what they did. And parents got in there, and we sent letters out to all the parents, letting them know what this website is. I don't know which
Well,
camera.
we'll blow it up on the screen.
And they got in and they put in all their information, the child's name, address, their name, contact numbers, and everything else. And then on this year it's December 11th. That's a Saturday. And the parents are going to come and pick up the vouchers from the fire hall. And you have to have gone through the Facebook, not Facebook, the website page. This is the Port Huron Old Newsboys webpage. And they will get the information. We'll have vouchers ready for you. And depending on the ages, there's different amounts. And we also we're buying some oranges and apples,
Oh.
candy, You'll be able to pick up a bag of those, a bag of the candy, hats and mittens, and we've got toy boxes around town. And if the toys are available, first come, first serve. You know?
Okay.
And it's going to be different. You know what I mean? Before, when we had boxes, we had so many toys. Some kids were getting, 5, 10 toys, and we still had toys left over. It's not like that anymore, And
Things change, but
things
it
change.
sounds like it's pretty positive.
It worked out so well last year with the clothing vouchers with Myers, and Myers out at 23 Mile Road. Usually there's a lot of, back when we shopped, there were a lot of returns at Kmart and at Walmart, Myers. Last year there was not a single return.
Wow.
Because of wrong size, wrong color, wrong whatever.
They picked what they wanted.
They picked what they wanted. They have to bring the child in so that Myers can verify that, yes, you have this kid and this here, and here you go.
That's
and
good.
You can let them go sit in the car and, with an older child or something. I don't know. I don't know how they work that out, but it worked out well last year, and so we're going to continue that. And then when they come to pick up the vouchers, they can pick and choose whatever they want.
You told me the numbers were down a little bit last year
Yes.
because of COVID.
Yes.
But the previous years you were doing 200 or 300 kids. Then it came down to 200 last year.
Yes.
So
We had 2 years ago, before COVID, we had 309 kids, I think it was, and then
Wonderful.
And then during COVID, we were down to 253, and then last year was COVID. Yeah, the year before COVID, it was 253, and then last year was 186 out of 83 families. So that was a big drop because I think some people didn't need it.
Right.
And so, but now if you want to get in, if you need help and you're in our fire district, and if you've been helped before, you got a letter. If not, go to this website. The letter's got the website on it, and we'll help you.
Okay. Do you have any age requirements for the children?
Nope.
It's all in here, right?
No, you can just there's 5 years old and younger. There's 6 to 8, and then there's I'm sorry, that's grades. 5th grade. How do they work? 9th through graduation is one group. 5 through 8 is another one, and anything below 5th grade is.
Okay.
I think that's how that worked, but I don't know.
Sounds like a good project.
Oh, very much so. No child without Christmas.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Do you have
one other thing?
Yeah.
We weren't going to have a paper sale. We didn't have one last year, and one of our members said, "Well, I've contacted somebody, and they're going to do a paper for us." It's a big surprise. We didn't know that was going to happen, but then we threw together all the information we could, and a paper is being produced, and
Wonderful.
we're going to be out selling papers on the street corner December 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
And that's another one of our fundraisers. And another fundraiser that's going to be in the near future is an all-you-can-eat pizza event at Anita's Pizza.
That's good pizza.
And I'm not sure what date. It's either going to be February 9th or February 16th.
Well, we'll have you back. Have you tell us
Yeah.
more about it. So.
And so that's the fun of it.
That's right.
Yep.
George, you do good work. You do
Thank you.
great work. Andrea, we've got to tip our hats to you. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a need and you filled it, and that's the key. Do you have some units lined up so far?
Oh yes, it's wonderful that people have gotten together very quickly on this. So the Marine City Marching Band will be leading
wonderful.
off our parade.
Wonderful.
Yes, it's always good to have the band together.
Yeah.
The Old Newsboys and the Lions will have float. We'll have the Little Bubble Man, Holy Cross. Their children are going to be marching in the parade, along with Cub Scout Pack 296. And I'm sure I'm forgetting others. But
Oh, absolutely. But
there's a nice little group.
But I think the bottom line is that the parade is open.
Definitely.
And if you want to participate, you're more than welcome to be involved. But people got to get a hold of you so that you know what's going on, how many units you're going to have, et cetera, et cetera. So, but it's the 23rd, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, and
6 o'clock setup.
Go ahead.
6 o'clock setup time.
Yep. Be there early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Early.
And then Robert Yo's going to do music for us at the old City Hall, and there'll be, like we said, the cookies and cocoa. So don't just leave after the parade. You can
No.
come together a little bit in the spirit of Christmas.
Okay, and we'll be covering it again from the balcony of the Marine City Fish, so everybody can wave. On
Thank
TV.
you for that.
And well, we've been doing it for a long, long time. Snow and sleet and rain, and there's been some tough parades, but
Cold ones.
cold ones and warm ones. But we salute you for doing that.
Yes,
I
she's
think-
our newest member.
Yeah.
Oh, and you joined the old newsboy.
Yeah, she
You're
Yes.
joined us.
the young old newsboy.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, George?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Just be sure to fill out everything on the form on this website.
Okay, we'll
If you
keep
need
putting
help.
that up on the
And
screen. So.
if you don't do it, you don't get help. We've had
Okay.
some people, well, I sent you an email. No, that doesn't cut it. You
Okay.
got to do this.
All righty, we'll do that. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.